Good morning. It is good to see everyone this morning. As you can see today, we are in my abode, and so we may or may not be greeted by four-leggeds. We have some time, so I'm not in any great hurry right now, okay? I want to make sure everyone can hear me and see me, so if folks have already joined, do let me know that you can hear. Yeah, there we go. So welcome to our morning chakra flow. It's a little bit later than what we would have done at the studio. And that's okay. If anything that I'm embracing, and I hope that we're all embracing, is the ability to go with the flow and deal with life on life's terms as it comes to us. So let's make ourselves comfortable. And so that could mean you could sit with your legs out in front of you. You could decide that you would prefer to sit on a block. You could sit with your legs out as such. But I'd like to invite us to begin our practice in a space of quietude. So if you can make your space without any musical sounds, no electronics, not be able to hear a television, if it is possible. Okay. I don't need the block. And invite ourselves to arrive on our mat and arrive within ourselves. Just start to check in now without changing anything or trying to make your body be in any certain way. Notice if you're straining to hold the spine up. Just let yourselves be. And if that means that your spine kind of slumps, let it slump. If your head nods down, let it head down. And feel the inner vibration of your own being. Who are we? Where have we been energetically? Where have we been physically? What do we need spiritually, emotionally? And so welcome, I'm Belinda. I am the owner and creator of Just Be Yoga, which is a donation-based yoga community in the Lansing, Michigan area. We have been donation-based for 10 years with a focus on community collaboration, integration, and making practices of holistic healing accessible to all body types, accessible to all people of all backgrounds and cultures, looks and feels, abilities or non-abilities. So this morning's chakra flow is a yogic practice, a meditation practice, a breath practice founded on aligning with our 7 energy centers that align and flow along our spinal column. And today it feels as though balance is at least what's calling to me. This need for feeling balance as well as cleansing and purifying. There's a lot of toxic thought. At least I find myself butting up against toxic thought, toxicity in my body, looking at what I'm taking in and ingesting in excess. That would have to be in the pecan sandy variety for me. And a little bit of toxic thought on ingestion in terms of news content and even in how much space I hold for others and allowing that to come in, but am I letting that to go out? So holding space can sometimes create a traffic jam of my own emotion as well as whatever it is we're filtering in. And I'm going to say we because we're all taking in thought and breath and intention and energy from others through devices, through our actual interactions. So that's more or less the setting that I'm feeling to share in practice today. Always know that it is up to you to find how you want to flow, whatever it is you want to take in and participate in, whatever it is you want to add in on your own. That's one of the beauties of the situation that we find ourselves in right now. We're all in our own spaces. So take that liberty. Start to really find what authentically feels right for you in breath, in movement, in meditation. And start to own that because nobody can tell you how to feel inside of you. That's what we're all plugging into in our own. So I'm going to start our practice this morning ringing a chime. Coming into our 5th chakra, a space of vibration, hearing, listening, speaking. You could have your back situated against a wall or maybe propped against a sofa. Check in on how much support that you feel that you need physically, emotionally, and give it to yourselves. Your eyes could be closed or softly opened. Let's hear the vibration. Feel the remainder of that sound within us. Notice what it stimulated, what it awakened. Bring your attention to everything you are able to hear. Just feeling your ears hearing. On either side of our spinal column are the Ida and the Pingala flows of energy, and it cycles up and down through the spinal column as a helix, as a serpent, and sometimes it's referred to as the serpent rising, particularly in Kundalini Yoga. We're going to stimulate both sides of our breath, bringing one hand under the left armpit, and thumb is up toward the shoulder, other hand under the right armpit, squeezing the armpits down, lifting up through the back of the neck, clearing and breathing up and down our breath channels. These spaces under the armpits are said to be able to help clear both sides, the opposite side of each armpit of the nostrils. See if you can notice the breath flow in each nostril. Are you able to notice one side more than the other? If you apply pressure under one armpit more or less, can you start to notice any change, any adjustment in the balance of the flow of your breath? The balance of the flow of your energy. And we'll gently release. We'll bring the right thumb and press and close the right nostril to invite Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Pranayama is breath practice. So let's breathe in up the left nostril. Feel the whole left side of body energy close. Exhale down the right nostril. Breathe in, cleansing, clearing up the right nostril. Close and release down the left nostril. Breathe up the left. Close, breathe down the right. Continue in this manner. Refreshing, clearing, cleansing. Observing how each side accepts energy. And release. 3 ohms if you wish to join. Wide open throat, relaxing the diaphragm as best we can, allowing for a connection to vibrational energy, source of vibration within us, and freely flowing vibration through us. Deep inhale if you're joining. Deep breath in, reaching the arms up toward the heavens. Exhale, let the palms graze from the top of the head, through the third eye, across the bridge of the nose, through our speech center, down the throat, into our heart. Invite all of that wisdom. Breath in, reaching. Exhale, make room for that wisdom, for that light. Feel the touch stimulate this area all the way to the heart. Breath in. Exhale. And we'll bring the hands to the tops of the shoulders and invite big wide arcing circles through the elbows. Feeling the energy in the neck, the shoulders. Breath. Feel each side and start to alternate independently, cycling. Notice the sensations, any sort of tingling. What are we moving energetically between our heart chakra and our throat chakra? Our heart, the element is air. Our throat, the element is sound. Change direction. Breath. Working it from the elbows, stimulation. Open the throat, relax the facial muscles, try to let energy flow. Feel where there's tension and reach the arms out, flex the wrists, wrist rotations, flaring the fingers, breathe, change direction. Good. Round the spine, rock the tailbone under. Breathe in and lift the chest, stretch the throat, make room, shine. Exhale, round. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Wide open throat, breathe out. Good, let's twist, lifting the chest. Observe any areas up and down the spine that are super tense. The lower down coming down into our ground. The higher up reaching up into our faith. What's blocking us? Where has our energy and our thoughts been of late? Where our attention lies is what we give energy to. And release, coming around to the other side. Breath, feel your intention here. Are you forcing your body? Do we need to invite a little bit more heavenly space? A little bit more faith and surrender rather than forcing our way so much? Rather than issuing everything from our space of will. Breath. And release. We're going to work on a bit of a flow in the body, allowing the body to come toward our hands and knees. Starting to find a few cat and cows, feeling the entire spinal column. Our chakra system flows up and down. Our central nervous system. Our pipeline of energy. Let this practice help you notice where there are clogs in the pipeline. Where the pipelines are kinked. Shifting left and right. How do we bear our weight? Tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Let your head go. Where are we allowing energy to flow? Is it stuck in the neck? Is it super tense? Permission. Bend the knees and bend the elbows a little. Soften. Don't force the body. Bringing the knees down, lean the chest over the thumbs, chin and chest down, slide the belly forward, breathe in, lift, offer the heart, exhale, downward facing dog, breathe, knees come down, chest over thumbs, lowering it down, lengthen the belly, breathe in, allow, don't force, exhale, downward facing dog, breathe. I'm feeling a lot of tension in my hands and a little bit in the back of the neck. Starting to review in my mind, what have I been out of balance in? Maybe I've been gripping with my hands and not knowing it. Coming to the knees, breathe in. I'm going to see if I can soften the hands as I lower myself down. Allow the belly to receive the earth and all of that support, solidity, first chakra. Breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. We will bring the left knee down, stepping the right foot up. Straighten the back leg. Spin the back leg flat. Right hand maybe down inside of that right foot. Or maybe use a block or a book here for support. Or that elbow can rest. Feeling the hips, breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Feel the water elements in these hips. Feel your connection with water. How much water have we been putting into our bodies, releasing out of the bodies? How much water have we let touch our bodies? What energetically do we let wash through or get stuck? Straighten the front leg. Triangle. Feel the state of your legs, the earth element. Solid. But is it rigid? Are you super squeezing? Could you soften? Can you trust? Bringing an element of trust into the bodies. Breathe in. Feel both legs. Which one is doing more work? Ask for that balance. Hands down, around, out in front of us, and we'll make our way around to the other side. So I'm going to spin on this heel, come around here, maybe using a block. Maybe you don't need a block and you want your hands down here. Notice if you're going for the max right off. Are we listening to our bodies, our spiritual bodies, our physical energy? Breath. How open can we be in these watery spaces of emotion? Are there any emotions we've really been bathing in and ignoring others? Remember, where we put our attention is what we give energy toward. Straightening that front leg. Breathe. Feel out this side. If there's any tremble, any quiver, love it. Pay attention to it. Ask it, what does it need? There is no shame in us trying to find our ground. That's all the quiver says. The quiver is saying, hey, I need some extra assistance. Either more strength, maybe a little less, maybe more ground. We'll bring ourselves upright. Bend the knees, sink, chest is lifting. Good. Straighten, spin, come forward. Breathe, let the upper body go. Let all of that water wash through. Good, and we'll see about flowing through this. So I'm going to spin on my right heel, bend the right knee, back to the side angle. Breathe. Straighten the front leg. Good, bend that knee. Coming up, touching warrior two. Breathe in, lift, offer the heart. Lift the weight off of our base. Straighten, spin, maybe open the heart chakra here, lifting the heart, bending the knees. Let it flow as you come forward. Let those arms go when you're ready. Breathe. Good. We'll spin on the left foot, bending the left knee, side angle. Start to feel if the body's opening more or resisting more. Straightening. Breath. Bending. Coming back up. Touching warrior two. Straighten. Spin. And forward. Releasing the hands down, coming down to our hands and our knees. Widening the knees, finding child's pose. Sinking the hips back. Good. We'll come forward, laying down on the belly. Propping ourselves up on our elbows. Feel the tummy, relax your backside. Let the body receive the support. It doesn't need to clench and tighten here. Bending the left knee, reaching back, finding the foot or ankle. We may need to use a strap here, maybe holding on to your pant leg. Breathe in, lift the chest, let the tummy pooch out. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Soften your backside. Allow permission. Exhale, lower. Inhale, fluid. How fluid can we be? Exhale, lower. Breathe in. Good. Release. Palms down. Press your way up to cobra. Lift the chest. Listen to how much your heart wants to give here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shake your head yes or no. Good. Stay in the down dog if you can, if you wish. And when you're ready, we'll come down, back onto our bellies. We'll bend the other leg. Find that foot or ankle. Listen to it. Maybe this side you prefer to hold the strap or hold the pant leg. Breathe in and lift. Notice the tension on the front side of your body. Front side of your hips, your watery chakra. Front side of your solar plexus, your power. Do we have tension in our power? We can't have tension in our power if we need our power to flow. Soften, release, and lower. Breathe in and lift. Exhale, lower. Kindness, share the kindness of the heart throughout the whole system. Breath in, breath out. Soften, breath in, breath out, release. Hands down alongside the waist. Press and lift cobra. Some of you are wishing to explore upward facing dog. Feel how much foundation you have in those arms, how much strength you have to sustain. Exhale, downward facing dog. Turn the head left or right. Make sound, release sound. Pedal those heels up and down. Good. And we'll come down to the knees. Come to sitting. Sorry. Come back to feeling that breath. Hands under each armpit. Squeezing. Lengthening through the back of the neck. If your legs are crossed, alternate the leg that's crossed. Balance, equilibrium. Knowing where we are, where we're putting our attention and our energy toward. Wide open back of the throat breath. Try to open the channels of your breathing. Is one side more tight? Maybe adjust how much pressure you're putting under these armpits. Good. I'm going to release. I'm going to invite an element of a white crane qigong. I'm going to turn sideways, hopefully so that you can see the neck. We're going to jut the chin forward and then down, pulling it up and back like a swan. Forward, down, up and back. Forward, lengthen that neck forward like a turtle. Up and back. Forward, up and back. So forward, up and back. Feel the muscles. Awaken fine movements, deliberate movements in your neck. Moving the sound of your truth, making space for you to vocalize and listen. Now I'm going to turn a little to the left and do that same movement in a left diagonal action. Breath. Feel your neck. Let that breath flow. Hear your breath. Tune into your ability to hear right now. All of the sounds inside of your body, outside. Now as far to the left as you can, tilting chin up, jutting forward, pulling up and back. Breath. Work it. Be okay with everything that feels unfamiliar, awkward, ranges of moving in this energy center that we've never had to. Let it correlate with ways of communicating in ways that we've never had to. Listening in ways we've never had to. Back to center, forward, up and back, forward, up and back, forward, up and back. Good. A little bit to the right. Here we go. Up, forward, up and back. Breath. Ask your heart center to send energy back upward. Send forgiveness, love, and compassion for that which you haven't been able to say out loud. Maybe there's something you need to say to someone and you just haven't been able to. What you haven't been able to communicate to yourself, forgive it. Turn as far to the right as you can. Breath. Far to the right. What have we not been able to listen to? Hear clearly. Let go of regretting. Be in this now. Ask your communication center to open itself to this present moment of possibility, ability, capability. Back to center. Lift. Forward. Let's round the spine. Good, and we'll come on back to center. Let's lengthen the legs out in front of us. And we'll wake up our root chakra, our earth, our house. Stimulating, bouncing, maybe both at the same time, maybe alternating. Point and flex, wake up the legs. Deliver some touch, some massage. Stimulate, vibrate, ventilate. Good, let's lift, breath in, exhale, take it forward, and roll the spine up. Just start to flow. Feel your left side, feel your right side, feel your front side, feel your back side. Ask your faith centers to seep down into your soil, your earth. Good, and we'll hold, breathe. 3 ohms here, letting that vibration seep and vibrate into our spirit, into our muscles, into the fiber of us.
bring that spine back up. Good. We'll lengthen the legs out. Come to the front of your mat. And we'll lower ourselves down onto our backs. And then we'll start to stimulate once again. Feeling the flesh shaking around the bones. Feel the attachments of your muscles into the bones. Send vibration into it. Stimulation into it. Loosen those attachments. We're going to lift the hips and let it release down into the earth. Feel the vibration of your flesh jiggling, vibrating. That's a wave of energy. Good. Go lay down. Upper back and shoulders. Feel that pressure of air in your lungs released when you lower down. Arms. Wake them up and let them go. Let them just be arms. They are the gateways between our heart chakra and our throat chakra. We communicate so much with these arms. Now just start to alternate any areas that speak to you. Go lay down, Karma. Good. Let's reach the arms overhead. Big, long breath. Let's saturate, occupy. Exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And let's lengthen. Lift the left leg and take the right hand up toward the left leg. Lift the chest, lift the head, keep the left arm down, and release. Right leg, left arm up. Breath, press your spine into the floor, and release. Left leg, right arm. And release. Right leg, left arm. And release. Let's do that one more time. Left leg, right arm. If you're fatigued, rest. We're here to restore. Breath. And release. Other side. Right leg, left arm. And release. Knees into the chest, forehead up. And lengthen. Walk your legs and feet as far over to the left as is comfortable. So we're curving the body. Let your back remain flat. And then we'll take the upper body over to the left, making the shape of a banana out of the body. And then let the body go limp, and we're feeling the whole right side of our bodies. Sink in, give permission to let go. Give permission to let in. Feel the heaviness of earth. Feel how it's related to the watery spaces in our second chakra and our hips. How does your water relate to your earth? Coming up to our fire, our space of will. Are we trying to super bend ourselves here? Are we accepting? Let the whole region of our chakras, up and down, talk, communicate, link together and work together. Does our ground need our faith? Does our voice need our power? And we'll gradually bring the legs to center, upper body back to center. Reach nice and long, stretch. Can you make more space in this finite being for the infinite spirit within you? And then exhale, let's hug it in. And then we'll lengthen the legs back out. Reaching overhead. Soften. Notice if you're anticipating what's coming next. How genuine and authentic and patient and accepting can we be in this moment? And then we'll walk the legs and feet over to the right. And then let the legs go empty and heavy. Breathing through the whole left side of our bodies. What's the fullest breath? What is our capacity for breath here? What is our energetic being trying to communicate here? And then upper body as far over to the right as is comfortable. And invite all of the yin, all of the surrender, all of the acceptance. Receiving, not sending, receiving. What do we need to receive? And are we willing to accept it when it's offered? Breath in, breath out. Receive that breath in. Don't see it as yourself forcing a breath. Opening your channels for receiving. What's still tightening? If it's tightening, it's not receiving. What areas of our body, what areas of our mind? And then we'll gradually bring the legs back to neutral. When you're ready, moving at a pace that works for you, upper body back to neutral. And just hold here. Accept what's offered right here. Feel the body coming back to that neutral equilibrium. And we'll bring the forearms down alongside the waist. Prop ourselves up on our elbows. Arch the chest up, dropping the head back. Start to walk the elbows forward until the very crown of our head, our spirit center, connects with earth. Grounding with faith, what do we believe in? And especially those of us who feel as though we don't have a faith, or we have some anger or issues with institutionalized religion and faith. What is your spirit? And have faith in that. Connect, feel, notice whether it's blocked, it doesn't want to come into you. Is your neck straining? How do you have some ease here? Breathe. Lift the head, tuck the chin down. And bring the knees into the chest, forehead to the knees. Fold into your seed of your being here on this earth. Come within, trust what's within you. And then when you're ready, lengthen the legs, root into the forearms, arch, open the heart with trust and faith and forgiveness, top of the head down. Feel your faith chakra, that trusting space. Let the eyes remain open. Third eye, where is that gaze? Feel your throat, feel your ability to hear and listen. Good. Offer the heart gently. Let's have a single Om deep breath. Lift the head, tuck the chin down, bring the knees into the chest, forehead up to the knees. Rest the spine, arms open wide, shape of a T, knees falling left, knees to center, knees falling right. Wringing it out. Feel the whole way from the tailbone all the way up to the base of your skull. What is freely flowing along that space, what still is kinked along the line. Tailbone, our earth, our sense of stability and rootedness. Are we super stuck? Or is our ground really sandy and we feel like the rug has been pulled out from under us? In those hips, that watery space accepting change. Sensuality, are there sense spaces that we've really been indulging in excessively? Solar plexus, our space of will. Do we feel like we need to dominate, be in control? Our heart space, are we allowing a forgiving space, a compassionate space, a universal space? Who deserves love? And in our mind, have we allowed a space of not sending love to certain people? Universal love. That gets trapped in us. Our throat. What do we need to say? What do we need to hear? What's tight along that spinal column? What's tight in your faces? Trusting that inner wisdom? Or do we feel like we've got it all? We need to ask our ancestors for that wisdom. Ask our spirit and our faith to guide us. Breathe in, coming to center and over to the other side. Check in, breathe and feel and allow. Let that wisdom come down into your root, into your house, helping you know intuitively what you need for safety and security. Not excessively. Excess doesn't show trust. Up and over to the other side. And then send all the solidity of our base up into our faith, helping us start to find a faith practice if we didn't have one before, helping us really root down into our faith practices that we always had, but maybe we're deepening it. And then we'll bring ourselves to center, maybe forehead up to those knees. Lengthen the legs out and make ourselves comfortable. Lying down in Shavasana. Maybe you swing your legs up onto a sofa, onto a pillow. Allow your body to stay rooted and releasing. Trusting the earth. Maybe resting your hands on your belly, feeling that force of breath, that force of air, that exchange that we have with our atmosphere for sustenance. What is the balance of that exchange? Where has our attention been? Have we given our breath the gift of our attention? Release the body weight heavy into the earth. Surround your entire body with the color red. See a red desert, red soil and clay. Our earth home. You are solid, you are held, you are supported, you are whole. Breathe that color red up and down your entire spinal column from your feet to the top of your head. Smell soil, smell all of that fresh springtime soil, that alive nature of soil within us. I am supported in all things. I trust the ground and the foundation of the practices that I bring into my life. Feel your hips, your pelvis, your genitals. And start a gentle sphincter hold or Kegel and release. Sphincter hold or Kegel and release. Color is orange, element is water. Feel that watery fluid flow throughout your entire body. Feel the saliva in your mouth, all of your mucous membranes. We are water, fluid and sensual. Invite this energy. Trust this energy within you. I go with the flow of what life sends me. I trust all of my feelings. None of them are bad. Arrive now in your solar plexus, your power center, your core. Color is yellow, element is fire. Feel your body heat. And know that it comes from your inner sun. That inner source. What is that source that gives us life, that gives us power? Feel that glow of heat, our determination, action, will, and activation. I empower myself to share my power, to own my power. I am empowered.
My power helps others and myself. Feel that space in the center of your chest, that space in between your shoulder blades. Let it sink into the earth. Yield it into the earth. We have arrived at our fourth chakra, Anahata, that junction point between our three earthly chakras and our three heavenly chakras. Our heart joins it together. Color is green. Saturate your entire being in the color green. Element is air, love as abundant as air, as permeating and pervasive as air. Breathe universal love. Let that air saturate into your fire, feed your fire. Feel that air in your water. Let that air seep into your earth. Compassion, forgiveness, and understanding. I am love. I give love freely. And feel your throat center, the front of your throat, the back of your neck. Color is blue, element is vibration. Feel all of that stimulation of vibration just beneath your skin, that tingling, that buzzing, your vibrational energy. Feel yourselves as sound waves of energy, allowing us to give voice, allowing us to hear and receive sound. I speak my truth. I let that truth seep down into my love so that I voice all of my love, and I let my words be issued with love. And I listen with compassion, not just waiting to speak. My truth all the way into my earth and my foundation. Feel the space in between your eyebrows, your third eye. Color is indigo, that deep purplish blue. Ajna, our sixth chakra, our connection space to inner wisdom, intuition, ancestral wisdom. Invite them now. Everyone who has come before us, stand in their earth, their footsteps. Draw the wisdom of their footsteps. Draw their strength. Draw their truth and the message they want to send us. See clearly. I walk in the footsteps of my ancestors. I walk as an intuitive being with clear sight. May I see clearly what is going on. Arriving at the very top of our head, our crown, our connection to the celestial beings, to the heavens, to the cosmos. From stardust this earth was made, and this earth made us. And to stardust we shall return. Color is white or violet. Breathe up and down your spinal column. Your connection to faith, your connection to our celestial creator. Walk as the star being we are. I am light, I am energy. I am from that eternal being, and I shall return. Whether you're lying down or seated, let's reach and stretch. Breath in. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Slowly bringing ourselves upright to sitting. Breathe up and down your entire being, your energetic being, your rainbow color of light being, your elemental being. Bring elements of trust and faith when you feel rocked. Bring elements of trust and faith when we feel too rigid, too stuck. Lean into one another as community, as a part of our foundation. Now ring us out as the sound vibrational beings that we are. And hands to our heart center. The Anjali mudra, holding our heart gently in our hands for ourselves and others. Remembering always that our heart chakra is our hub. Let it connect us to everything that's above, down into everything that is rooted and grounded in this earth. All that is love and light in me recognizes, celebrates, and salutes all the love and light that's in you. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice of balance and equilibrium with you. May you all walk in peace, find some joy, find the balance. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.